Today is the first full day of your meditation. Hope you have been putting forth effort. When you are starting, then you will have some difficulties maybe. Like mind may be restless, or thoughts, a lot of thoughts may come, or the body may be having some pain. So you have to practice meditation for a few days to become accustomed to it. When you practice meditation, it is important to be aware of all the things that we are experiencing, all the feelings in the body, feelings in the mind. If we are aware, then we can understand better. When we start meditating sincerely, a lot of thoughts can come, a lot of mental feelings which you otherwise do not experience. Such mental feelings also can come. So you have to be aware of those feelings. You have to be aware and let them go. Sometimes when you are meditating, your meditation will be good, and at other times it will not be good. Sometimes mind will be peaceful, sometimes mind may not be peaceful. Sometimes you can focus on your meditation object, sometimes you may not be able to focus. But the important thing is to keep the awareness. When your mind is peaceful, be aware that this is peaceful. And later on, if it is not peaceful, be aware this is not peaceful. So it is important to maintain that level of mindfulness. And very important also in meditation is not to have wish for any experience. Zero expectations. When you have expectations, then your meditation will not be good. So you come here expecting nothing to happen. And then you sit down and you observe, say, the breath or the body or the mind, whatever it is. And whatever you understand, you understand. What you do not understand, you do not understand. When your mind is peaceful, it is peaceful. When your mind is not peaceful, it is not peaceful. But don't force the mind. If it is not peaceful, don't force the mind to be peaceful. If it is peaceful, don't force the mind to remain peaceful. After some time, it may go away. Don't force the mind. To acknowledge that things are changing, this is important. Sometimes peaceful mind becomes restless. And after some time, restless mind becomes peaceful. Sometimes your mind is very clear. Sometimes it is dull, not clear. So the important thing is to maintain awareness first of all. Whatever happening, maintain awareness. Be aware, at least be aware. Know what is happening. And then make sure whatever you are experiencing, good or bad, whatever, peacefulness or restlessness or wisdom or ignorance or dullness, whatever you are experiencing, be aware and let it go. All thoughts and feelings, let them go. Then mind will be more accustomed to know better. For example, you understand something in your meditation, something you understand. And then if you think, oh, this is my wisdom, I want to keep it. After some time, anyways, you will forget it. That's the nature of the mind. But if the wisdom is good, strong, it will stay with you. It will not go away. So don't have to force the mind. This is my understanding, I will keep it. This is my wisdom, I will keep it. Don't have to do it. To the extent you understand, it is good. To the extent you develop the wisdom, it is good. And then you may forget it later on. Possible. Little bit of wisdom sometimes can arise, or some wisdom can arise, and then we can forget. But then if we go back to our mindfulness, our awareness, then we can understand whatever. For example, one time you understand things are impermanent. Later on, when you have, say, when you feel greedy about something, you want something, I want this, then you forget about impermanence. Then you say, no, no, I want this is good, I want this, I will be happy if I get this. You have forgotten about impermanence, anicca. But then, after you get this, again, it changes. So, wisdom is everywhere, anicca is everywhere, for example. Impermanence is everywhere. So, wherever you see with awareness, you can see impermanence. So, we have to cultivate wisdom like this. Sometimes our mind is very peaceful and then it goes away. Anicca, impermanent, changing. You cannot tell the mind, oh, you should be peaceful. It will not be peaceful that second time. Maybe. Again, third time it may be peaceful. But the fact is, it is changing. So, whenever you are able to maintain the awareness, you will know it is changing. Peacefulness is changing. Restlessness is changing. Wisdom is changing. Ignorance is changing. It is important to know things like this. Body is changing. Mind is changing. Then when you keep awareness like this, then your mind will become more peaceful without force, naturally. Because mind is trained in not being agitated, not holding on to things. Mind is trained in letting go of things. It can let go. Then mind will be more peaceful naturally. Then wisdom will be more natural, without force, without expectations. Meditation means to be aware and to let go, to make it empty, not to make it full. Mind is already full with so many things. Greed, it is full with greed, full with hatred, full with ignorance. That is why it doesn't understand. It's already full. So we make it empty. Whatever comes, we let them go. When it is empty, then it is clear. Then it is easy. So, when you practice meditation today, when you practice meditation tomorrow, day after, be aware of this point. Naturally be aware to the extent possible, be aware naturally. Let go, be aware, let go. Then it will develop slowly, it will develop. Don't have expectations. And what should you have? A lot of patience. A lot of patience, you will good. Because you have to endure. Whatever is happening, good and bad and past and future and pleasant and unpleasant, you have to experience, endure and let go. It is not easy. Unless you do it for a long time, it is not easy. Bodily pain or suffering, mental discomfort, not easy. So we endure. Endure means what? We patiently observe, but we don't allow our mind to struggle. When we have pain, mind will struggle. When we have discomfort, mind will struggle. When we have restlessness in the mind, or dullness in the mind, or greed in the mind, or hatred in the mind will struggle. So you have to observe it there, that the mind is struggling. It need not struggle. There is no need for struggle in the mind. When you know, okay, this is struggling, and if I give it up, then it will not struggle. It need not struggle. This is the patient endurance. No need to struggle, peaceful, be aware, be peaceful, let go. Not with other people or other things. When we say patiently enduring, we think outside people or their things or their outside objects, not with regard to the outside objects. Our own thoughts and feelings and emotions and bodily and mental experiences. That is what we endure and let go. Good things, bad things. So, awareness, endurance, letting go. You must remember them. If you wish to be successful, then you should cultivate these qualities. Otherwise, it is difficult. Mind is already conditioned for a long time with a lot of greed, hatred, ignorance. For all people, does not matter. For all people, same. What philosophy you believe or do not believe, what religion you believe or do not believe, what food you eat or do not eat, what clothes you wear, what different culture you belong to, what language you speak, how you look. These are all external things. But the minds of the people are same. If there is wisdom, there is wisdom. There is ignorance, there is ignorance. It's same. Doesn't matter. People can look different. People wear different clothes. People talk different languages. People eat different food. People stay in different places. But the way their mind thinks, fundamental nature is same. Either it will think with wisdom or it will think with ignorance. That is same for all people. There are no other, this person, this country different, that country different. It's not like that. If you have wisdom, then you will think with wisdom. If you have ignorance, you will think with ignorance. And sometimes your mind will have wisdom, sometimes your mind will have ignorance. So our job is to practice so that wisdom will increase, ignorance will decrease. Because if the wisdom decreases and ignorance increases, then we will do the things which are not good for us, and we will have a lot of pain and suffering. If you wish to be free from suffering, then you must develop the wisdom, the right way of doing things, the proper way of doing things, how to do. Doing things means to manage our life. When ignorance comes, we have to see it. If you fail first time, second time you should see it. If you fail second time, third time you should see it. If you fail third time, fourth time you should see it. If you fail 100 times and 101 times you should see it. But you should keep it up. Then ultimately people will become wise. There are no shortcuts here. How the mind of the people are and how it is wise or unhappy and how it can become unwise and unhappy and how it can be wise and happy, it is same for all people. That's the nature of the mind. So you observe the breath, or when you do the walking meditation, observe the sensations in the leg. What are you observing? The nature of the body or the nature of the mind? How it is. When you observe, then wisdom will come. This is how these things are. This is not my body. This is not my mind. If it is my body, then I can control. Like you walk. When you start walking, you feel okay. And after half an hour, maybe you feel a little tired. After maybe 1 hour, you feel a lot more tired. So you can control that if it is our body. But then you cannot control that. That's the body. It will be tired. It has to be tired. When you sit down, you feel okay. After some time, pain comes. And that's the body, not mind, just the body. Similarly, just the mind. So as you maintain awareness like this, then you will become wiser. So as you have come here, it's a wonderful opportunity to see, to be aware. People are sometimes too much bothered about techniques, this technique, that technique. There is just one technique to be aware. That's all. The whole of Satipatthana Sutta, if you see, Lord Buddha has said like this: Atapi sampajano satima vinayaloke avicchano manasa. With effort, with clear understanding, with awareness, you observe the body and mind without liking and disliking. Whatever pleasant you feel, you don't like it. Whatever unpleasant you feel, you don't dislike it. Just know it. Let it be. Let it go. That's all. So that's all. This is the most fundamental thing. So don't bother about I should follow this technique or that technique. I should do only this way or in that way. Important thing is, are you being mindful? Are you being aware? Do you have the right balance in your mind with the right effort, right mindfulness, right understanding, right wisdom? Do you have it? If you have it, then maintain it. If you don't have it, then develop it slowly, slowly. And if the liking comes, let it go. Disliking comes, let it go. That's all. Then you will become wise. You will understand better. All other things does not matter. There can be 100 different people teaching 100 different ways. About different techniques, about different methods, about different ideas. Not necessarily bad. But nobody can teach better than the Buddha. That's the problem. No one in this universe can teach better than the Buddha. So all these teachers and their ideas and their philosophies and their these things and that things and those things, they're all because nobody can see it like the way the Buddha sees. From all sides, from all aspects, from all positive and negative things, from all causes and conditions. That's why nobody can teach better than the Buddha. So, if you have to follow, then follow this much. As I said, mindfulness and understanding and letting go of the greed and aversion. This much is enough. If you follow this much, then you will be successful. If you follow anything else other than these things, and you can follow 100 different techniques, you will still be unsuccessful. So, so in the during this course, we'll continue to practice. So remember these points: awareness and letting go and patience and all these things, whatever I've said, and keep doing to the best of your ability. Sometimes it will be good, sometimes it may not be good, but doesn't matter. You have to keep doing. Only then it will become really good. And we wish you all the success for your meditation for the rest of the days. And we conclude our Dhamma talk today here.